I'm leaving Bali and I can't wait. If that raises questions, then this is the episode for you. Regular viewers of the channel will also know it's serious because I'm not wearing a black Selalu Jalan Jalan t-shirt. So what's this t-shirt about? Ayo Nongkrong means let's hang out. So 26 videos and 3,500 subscribers into this channel's journey. I figured it was time to do a little Q&A. So if you've got questions, if you've got comments, if you've got requests, if you've got criticisms, drop them in the comments and I will respond to them in a Nongkrong session soon. Your questions, your comments, your requests, your criticisms could be about the channel. They could be about Bali. They could be about a particular video. They could be about Ben. And if you're new here, that's me. If you're really only here for the Bali travel stuff, don't panic. There will be some Bali travel stuff coming up in this episode, and regular Bali episodes will resume in a couple of weeks' time. Why can't I wait to leave Bali? Well, that's less about wanting to leave Bali and more about looking forward to being at home. I know for some people, Bali is an escape, either a short-term one from their everyday grind or a long-term one from their everyday life. But I love my life in Perth and I love my beautiful wife, who I have not seen for a while. Sometimes she gets to travel with me, sometimes she doesn't, but even when she can't, she still gives me the freedom to do my thing. Just like in Bali, my Perth life is very much a village life. I live in a small suburb where 90% of my needs and wants are met within a walk or a bicycle ride. I have my local circle of friends and we Nongkrong regularly. We'll be Nongkronging tomorrow night at the local bowling club quiz night where the Smarty Panthers will dominate. Shout out to Richo, Mark, Dan, Rez, Carol and Cal. Before I leave, I want to show you the accommodation that I usually stay at the night before I leave Bali. It's just a 10-minute walk from the airport. And I want you to meet Indra, my long-term scooter rental guy, who is just a short walk from the accommodation. Although the signage might be old school, Praba Guest House is a thoroughly modern space. Let me give you the walkthrough. Let's start with the pool. That's where my day starts. Closely followed by the breakfast area. One of the main reasons I keep coming back to this place is because these mattresses are super comfy and so are those pillows. There is a workspace if you need to work online, TV, AC. Really good shower pressure here. Not only is there the bum phone, there's also the bidet. And it's a nice little touch that you get the toothbrush and toothpaste. $375,000 per night for the room, $425 if you want breakfast. I want breakfast. And at the current Australian dollar exchange rate, that still keeps it in my preferred 30-something per night bracket. Silly me, forgot to mention a well-stocked fridge of beer at reasonable prices. Cheers. And then there's my man, Indra, who I'm just returning my bike to. I've had this bike for a month and the price was 2.5 million, which at the current Australian exchange rate works out like under $7 a day. I want to tell you two stories about Indra. Story number one. One time I hired the bike from him and ended up having it 2 days extra. But when it came time to returning the bike to him, I was rushing for a flight. It was raining, there was flooding. It was crazy. And Indra met me, we handed over the bike. I got on my plane on a flight to Java. When I was in Java, I thought, now wait a minute, did I give Indra that money for the extra 2 days? And I wasn't quite sure. Now, Indra had my contact details. He could have contacted me, so I assumed I must have. When I got back to Bali, I saw Indra again, and I said, hey, did I give you that money that I owed you, and I hadn't. But Indra, cool guy that he is, wasn't making a big deal out of it. That's story number one. Story number two, on another occasion, I contacted Indra to get an NMAX. If you're a tall guy, you might have the same problem I do, which is the equivalent for Honda is the PCX. And when you turn with the handlebars can hit your knees, and that's dangerous. And Indra said to me, oh, look, you know, when it was time to pick up the bike, that the person who had the bike he was going to rent to me hadn't brought it back on time, but I could have a PCX. And I said, man, that doesn't work for me. Indra went out of his way to magic up a Yamaha NMAX from somewhere so that I had the bike that I needed. Now, going to ask Indra a couple of questions. Indra, tell me, first of all, how many bikes do you have available?
40.
40 bikes.
Yes, 40 bikes I have.
And
so I have so many types like NMAX, Vario, Fazio, and Vario too.
Perfect. And what is the cheapest bike you have?
Cheapest bike I have a Scoopy, just 80,000 per day. If you take a month, like 1.4.
That's a good
Yes,
deal.
1.4 million.
Wow, that would work out something like $4 a day in Australian dollars.
Exactly,
That is
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And how long have you been running this business?
Like a 5 year running.
Yeah. And where do you get most of your customers from?
I think from Europe, Australia too, and Chinese also. And the last local people, I take it for rent scooter here.
Cool. And just on that, I bumped into a subscriber just the other day. His name was Ian, and he said to me, hey, I got my bike from Indra based on your video. I cannot recommend Indra enough. He's right near the airport. Either he can meet you at the motorbike car park at the airport with your bike, or right near Praba Guest House is his house, and you can come here. That's where I'm dropping it off now. Bless him. Indra gave me a ride to the airport on the very bike that I just dropped off. It's only a 10-minute walk, but it is hot, man. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Indra. Hey, thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to drop any questions you might have in the comments. And if you're a subscriber, I will see you again soon when we Nongkrong. If you are not yet a subscriber, take a look at some of the videos in this playlist. Then you might have questions. Drop them in the comments, and I'll see you again soon too.